Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? What's your professional background?
I'm an independent contractor. I have two businesses. One is a remodeling business. I also have another business that is handyman services. Between the two, the cash flow that comes out of these two is what allows me to fund my foreclosure purchases.
What do you feel like has been your motivation for wanting to make passive income, or maybe more so to just see your capital grow?
That's it. Just want to see my capital grow. So the monies that I moved into your network is something that I set aside based on my sales that I did in 2002. I still have capital, cash capital that I'm going to leverage if the opportunity arises where I find a good deal in
Yep.
the real estate market.
So what have you tried before in terms of making passive income?
I've strictly been in the real estate market.
So for you, then again, it's more to see capital grow rather than the cash flow aspect. How did you actually hear about us? Was there like an ad or like something that like piqued your interest?
So yes, it was an ad. I was streaming through my Facebook account. Your ad came across my feed and it caught my ear. And then listening to you give your story of how you went through the changes and how these ventures that you went through put you on a unfortunate circumstance, but you were able to rebound from that. It made me connect with you because when I first got started, I used contractors to
Mm,
do my work,
yeah.
and I basically didn't make any money. I started providing my own sweat equity into it and saw the changes.
Love it. How did you feel just before joining ATN? Do you feel like maybe you were a little skeptical, a little nervous? How did you actually feel before?
So with anything new, because again, it's a new venture for me, I was nervous, but again, in anything that you're gonna venture into, you almost have to do your research and understand to a certain degree what you're walking into. Same
Sure.
as real estate, right?
Yeah.
You look at the property, you assess the value, you assess what they're wanting to sell it for, and you make a decision on whether you want to proceed or not, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So same thing with you. I looked at you. I listened to what your clients were saying about your product, your service. I listened to you and how you went through the passive income models that are out there and how they basically didn't give you the result you were looking for,
Yeah. Yeah.
which brought you to where you're at today, right? Understanding that you have gone through the highs and lows made me comfortable in wanting to do business with you.
100%. And how is the setup, right? Like you went with Julio, or one of our success officers. How was the actual setup with Julio?
So the setup with Julio was amazing. He's very
Mhm.
talented, very accommodating, very patient, and walked me through the process. Allowed me to more or less get my funds into the platform to be able to start the process, right? And walk me through that very well. I'd like to give him kudos, thanks. So my experience with the transition from Julio to the account, amazing, bro. I appreciate you putting me in his hands.
What has been kind of like the ongoing communication with him been like to this point?
Not much. I'm more one of those where, okay, we've set it up, we've put the mechanism in place. I'm going to be patient and allow the process to take its course.
How quickly did you actually start making passive income?
So with your model, Julio had mentioned it's a 2 week cycle for payouts, or every other week. Right? In my first payout period, there was positive gain.
So it kind of happened like within a week or so.
Correct.
And how passive is this model for you? After the onboarding phase, how passive has everything been for you?
Oh, it's extremely passive because I'm not doing anything. I just put the money in the account.
100%. All right, I'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.